Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my March TBR, but we're gonna mix it up a bit. So in January I think I just did the normal TBR jar. Last month I did randomly choosing my wreath using a colour generator, and this month we're gonna use like two different methods. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna choose 5 prompts from my TBR jar, but for each prompt I'm gonna choose 2 books from my TBR cart rather than just choosing one like I normally would. Then I'm going to post each pair of books probably on my Instagram story and ask you to blindly choose between them. So I'm going to do the thing where you colour the cover in and just put emojis, put the prompt that I got and be like, pick a book blindly for this prompt. Anyway, first prompt from the jar. Let's see what this says. A book you've been putting off. Oh, stunning start. So I need to choose 2 books that I've been putting off. And then you guys are going to choose which of those I actually read. So I've decided to go with Foul is Fair, Who's This By? Hannah Capin. I think this is a Macbeth retelling about a group of girls in college. I want to say like university for me in England, but college in America, I think. I read like the first 10 pages of this a couple of years ago and just put it down because I wasn't in the mood for it. And I've just never picked it back up for some reason, even though I think there's a chance that I would probably like this. So that is the first one. And then Small Pleasures by Claire Chambers. Not once have I ever been compelled to pick this up. I literally bought it because I liked the cover. I saw it in a charity shop for like £1 and I was like, that's cute. I heard of the book, but it doesn't interest me at all, so it literally serves me right. So yeah, the first 2 that we're going to put on my Instagram story for you guys to choose between are Small Pleasures and Foul is Fair. Okay, let's choose our next prompt. Randomly choose a Kindle read. Okay, that's fun. So I will insert a clip, because I don't have my Kindle on me right now, it's downstairs. I will insert a clip here, and I think I'm just going to like close my eyes and scroll and just point to 2 books, and we'll choose between those. Okay, cool. I haven't read that one. Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. That is our first option. A bit more. The Dixon Rule by Elle Kennedy. Cute. There are 2 options for Kindle. Third prompt. A book by a new to you author. Okay, that's fun. Let's see what I've got. I've gone for 2 quite different books here. So the first one is If We Were Villains by ML Rio. This is a new book to my TBR, but a book that's been on my radar for years and years. I just never had a physical copy of it, and now I do, so it would be a perfect excuse to read it. This is a Dark Academia, very heavily Shakespeare inspired. I don't love Dark Academia, but I do love Shakespeare. And I think a lot of people that don't love Dark Academia love this. So I'm very, very intrigued to read this one. And then the next one is a fantasy book that I really don't know much about. It's a nice fairy loot edition with some cute black sprayed edges. Let's see what it's actually about. Okay, there's a war, of course. It's about a princess. Love that. Love a bit of royalty in a fantasy book. So yeah, I don't know what this is really about, but the cover is stunning and I like the fairy loot edition of it as well. And then If We're Villains. How many is that? 3. So we need to do 2 more prompts to choose 4 more books. And the next one is a book with a green cover. Okay, well I just wasted one of those by choosing Shielded, which is green. Okay, the first one definitely fits this, the Gilded Ones. It is literally green with a gorgeous person on the cover. So there we go. It's also got green sprayed edges. We couldn't get much more green if we tried. This is a fantasy that I also don't know anything about that's been on my TBR for a very long time. I feel like the camera's moved. I do apologise for the background, by the way. We all know I'm moving house, so there's just boxes and I'm running out of spaces to film. And this is like at the minute the best we've got. So anyway, we've got the Gilded Ones. And then this was as green as I could get. Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham-York. It's got trees and grass. Genuinely, this is as green as I could get without going for like the 3rd book in a series when I haven't read the first one. So these are the 2 options for a green book, even though this one is not very green. Oh, I've got 2. Should we just do 2 more? We'll do 2 more because I've picked out 2 by accident. Randomly point to a book, okay? I'll stay on camera so that you can see that I'm actually like doing this. I'm just going to close my eyes, go like this, and point to 2 books. Just like randomly grab 2 books. 1. I really don't know what I'm grabbing, which is kind of the point. 2. Oh, fun! Oh, can I read both of them? So the first one is The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. This is like, kind of like, is it Omegaverse? I don't really know much about the Omegaverse, guys, but it's like a doctor, but isn't he a werewolf or something? It's kind of like Bride by Ali Hazelwood, but I think slightly less paranormal fantasy and more like in a contemporary setting. And then Unravel Me by Becca Mack. This is the third book in her hockey romance series, and I've really enjoyed the first two books, so I would be happy with either of these. And I promise I did that blind. You saw me. I had my eyes closed. I had no idea what I was putting into or what I was grabbing, but I'm very, very excited about both of these. And then we'll just do that last prompt. We'll just do 6 because I picked it out anyway. A cover which matches your outfit. Okay, so I'm wearing my black Magnolia Parks jumper, but I have read the whole Magnolia Parks series, so can't choose that. And then I've got grey grey joggers on, and that's it. So let's look for some quite like dark covers. So I realise now that I maybe could have done this one for the green cover. This might have been a better choice than Out of the Woods, but like it's actually not that green, it's just the writing is green. But anyway, this is mostly black, so I've gone for this. It's Wretched by Emily McIntyre. I'm hoping this is the third book in the series. I don't think it massively matters, to be fair, but I don't know if I've put them in order on my TBR cart or not. I've read the first two in this series, didn't love the first one, but really loved the second one. It's basically like Disney reimaginings where the villain gets the girl, like the villain is one of the main characters. So yeah, I don't know what this one is a retelling of. And then the Penelope ad by Margaret Atwood, because of the grey joggers that you can't even see. So yeah, these are the two I've gone with. I have no idea what this is about. I've read multiple books by Margaret Atwood and liked them to varying degrees. So there's a chance I'll like it, but also there's a chance I might not, because some of her books are like very out there, like the Orcs and Craig series. So we will see which one of these you guys choose. I'm now gonna go away and I will pop back in a minute. Well, a minute, like 2 seconds for you, hours for me, and see which pairs you guys actually chose. I am back with the results. It's now the next day, and I decided to just put them on my Instagram story. So if you followed me on Instagram and you voted in these, thank you very much. So the first ones, like the first pair that I posted, was a book with a green cover, and just as a quick reminder, even though you've literally only just seen it, that was Gilded Ones and Out of the Woods by Hannah Bodum Young. And that, sorry, I'm out of breath. I've just been like hoovering and cleaning my whole house and I'm so out of breath. Anyway, the first pair was the Gilded Ones and Out of the Woods, and here is the story that I posted. So the one on the left with like the log, the tree and the heart was Out of the Woods, and the one on the right hand side with the sword, the crown and the star was the Gilded Ones. I just kind of went by vibes for the emojis, because obviously I don't know what any of these books are really about, so I just kind of guessed and went with the vibe. And the winner of that one with 80% of the votes was Out of the Woods by Hannah Bodum Young, which I'm very excited about. I read Out on a Limb this month, not long ago, and I'm very excited to get into this one. I think this is definitely, I loved Out on a Limb, I gave it like 4.5 stars, and I think this one's very much going to be my vibe as well, so I'm very happy with that one. And then the next poll that I posted was a book that matches my outfit, so that was either going to be the Penelope ad or Wretched, I still don't know how to say it. This is the story that I posted with the emojis on. So the grey one on the left is the Penelope ad, and the black one with the green emojis on the right is Wretched. And the winner of that one with 60% was Wretched, which I am very happy about. Again, I read Twisted, I think in January it was, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. Twisted, no I didn't, I read Scarred in January, that's how much I loved it, and I don't know what it's called. I read Scarred in January and I really, really loved it. So I'm very excited to carry on with the series, and obviously that is as well the theme of my year, is to carry on with series, so I'm very happy that I've got an excuse now to do that. And then the next poll that I posted was randomly point to a book, and that was either The Fake Mate, which is the purple one on the left, or Unravel Me, which is the pink one on the right. And the winner of that one, 83% Unravel Me. Wow. The emojis for that one are definitely a bit rogue. I went with the hockey stick because it's a hockey romance, the wall because that Unravel wall, you see what I mean, and then a heart because it's a romance. So yeah, that is the winner. I didn't honestly mind between these two. I think I would have lent towards preferring this one. It's a little bit shorter. These books I love. I really love the first one, Consider Me. I really enjoyed the second one. I gave it like 4 stars, but I just think they're too long. But anyway, I have high hopes for this. I do love this series. It's just I wish the books were a tiny bit shorter, but I am still happy that I get to read this. Again, it's a series, so at least if nothing else, it's going to help me get closer towards finishing one of the many series that I'm in the middle of. And then the next one I posted was the book that I've been putting off, and that was either Small Pleasures or Foul is Fair, and the winner with 67% was Foul is Fair. I'm happy about that one. Obviously I've been putting them both off, so I'm not like, you know, raving with excitement to read either of them, but if I had to choose between the two, I definitely would have chosen this one. I think this is much more likely to be my vibe than Small Pleasures is. And then the next one was a book by a new to me author, and the choices for that were If We Were Villains, or I'm running out of hands now because I've got like all these books in my lap, or Shielded. And the winner with 100% of the votes, 100. Everyone that voted for the same one. I don't know if you could tell what it was with the emojis. I don't think so. I don't think I did that well with the emojis this time around. I did a stack of books and like a lock with like not a quill, what's it called, like a fountain pen, and then the plaything because it's about Shakespeare. Anyway, the winner was If We Were Villains, which I'm so excited about. I've been absolutely buzzing to read this book, so yeah, I am very pleased that this one won. Don't get me wrong, I am excited about this. I think it looks quite fun, and I probably will read it maybe next month, but next month being April. But I am glad that I have an excuse to read If We Were Villains. And then the last one I posted, the story looks ugly because it just was not working for me trying to put like two pictures of the Kindle. I only have one Kindle, so I couldn't lay them next to each other. But anyway, you'll have seen in the clip, the two books I chose for Kindle were either The Dixon Rule by Elle Kennedy, which is the one on the right. She's a dancer, so I put the dancing girl emoji. It's a hockey romance, so I put a hockey net and then heart because it's a romance. And then the one on the left is Half a Soul, I believe it's called, by Olivia Atwater. Is that who it's by? And for that I put a broken heart because like half soul, heart, broke, I don't know. Green because the cover's green and swords because it's a fantasy. I don't think it is that type of fantasy. I think it's a bit more of like I don't think it's a cozy fantasy, but I think it more sits in the middle from what I've heard. I might be completely wrong. And I have been very excited to read that because it's a standalone. I honestly didn't mind between either of these because Half a Soul is a standalone, so it's not starting a new series and I am in a fantasy mood. But I also wouldn't have minded the Dixon Rule because it's in a series that I'm not up to date with. But the winner with 57% was Half a Soul, so I am very excited about that. It's been on my radar for a really long time. I bought it when it was on a 99p sale on Kindle, and I've been very excited to read it ever since. So yeah, that is my March TBR as chosen by you guys. I am going to read more than this in March, but I didn't want to do like too many for this video. I don't usually give myself any free rein really with my TBR. I usually choose my entire monthly TBR, but I'm filming some really specific videos in March, so I just thought I'll choose the books for those separately so we can properly like randomly choose the books for this video. So yeah, a quick recap. These plus Half a Soul are the books that you guys, or my Instagram followers, some of you might be the same people, have chosen for me to read in March. Do keep an eye out. I will be reading these in various videos. I probably won't read them all in one. I think I'm gonna break them down and read them in like different weekly vlogs. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't already so that you can see me read the books that you guys chose and see if I like them. I have quite high hopes. I think I will genuinely like all of these, including Half a Soul, which is rare. I don't usually choose a TBR for the month and actually think I will enjoy all of them. So I'm quite pleased about that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for anyone that voted in the polls. Give this video a thumbs up down below if you liked it so I know to do more of these if you enjoy watching them. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.